Good evening, y'all. Welcome to our Zoom meeting recording session. I am Avel, and I'm delighted to have Rebecca, Justin, and Rodelton to join us today. In this discussion, we are diving into a success story timeline about a company that we choose, which is Apple. Each participant here will bring a unique perspective and expertise that will undoubtedly enrich our discussion. Without further ado, we will start our discussion starting with you, Miss Justin. Mr. Justin.
Apple Corporation is founded by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak in Jobs family's garage in Los Altos, California. The company was founded the Apple in 1977, essentially creating a mass market for personal computer. Apple Incorporation does not have a traditional foundation in the same way that some other companies do. Instead, Apple has a corporate giving program throughout which is award grant to non-profit organization on a case-by-case basis. Additionally, Apple has made significant contribution to various initiatives and organizations, such as partnering with the Malala Fund to support girl education and equality, committing 30 million for racial equity and justice initiative through its racial equity and justice initiative, and engaging in a landmark year of giving, with Apple employees raising almost $60 million in total donation since the program inception in 2011. While Apple does not have a separate foundation, its corporate giving and philanthropic effort have had substantial impact on various causes and organizations. In 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh computer, which grabbed the world attention and influenced the personal computing industry. While in 1997, Steve Jobs is named Apple interim CEO after the company record loss of more than $1.8 billion. He introduced a new line of Macintosh computer called G3, and a website that lets people order directly from Apple. It is a very wise decision where he create a new way to attract people to buy the Apple product. In 2001, Apple introduced the iPad, which enabled users to have 1,000 songs in the pocket for the first time, whereby the idea to unleash this product was very, very good, where it very convenient for the people that active in sport and other active in sport listen the music in any time anyway. So I would like to hear the opinion from you, Mr. Rodelton.
Okay, so you talk about iPod launch in 2001. So 7 years later, the iPhone debut has come, and that is the first touchscreen phone in the world. And he beat Nokia that time. And the first iPhone that was released combining a phone with the iPod and the internet connector device. And 3 years later, iPad also introduced to the world. That is, Apple create a new market for tablet computer with the introduction of the iPad. And 2011, Steve Jobs have resigned as a CEO because of the health issue. So Steve Jobs resigned the CEO and give it to the Tim Cook as a new CEO for the new idea and the new knowledge management idea for the phone. And then 3 years later, Apple Watch has launched. For the team, as a new CEO, the Apple enter a worldwide test market with the introduction of Apple Watch. And 2016, Apple has ensured that they stay ahead of the competition. They released the iPhone 7, which is featuring a remover and a headphone jack. So, how about Marvel? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I do agree with you. It is interesting to hear about this storyline, and I'll continue. In 2008, Apple has made 1 trillion market cap. And yes, Apple became the first publicly traded company to reach 1 trillion market capitalization on August 2018. This significant milestone was achieved following a surge in their stock price after reporting strong quarterly earnings. The company's stock price rose to around 207.05 per share, pushing its market value to over 1 trillion. In 2020, Apple Silicon transition, Apple has announced a transition from Intel processor to its custom designed Apple Silicon chip for Mac computers. This aim to enhance performance, efficiency, and software integration. The company introduced the M1 chip in late 2020, marking the beginning of this transition, promising better performance and a more unified experience across its product lineup. In 2021, Apple has launched the iPhone 13 series, featuring the iPhone 13, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13 Pro, and iPhone 13 Pro Max. This new smartphone boasted improved camera system, better battery life, and the powerful A15 Bionic chips and enhanced display technology. As for 2022, the evolution and turnover of Apple's product, Apple likely introduced the Apple 14 series with improvement in cameras, performance, and design. The Mac lineup expanded with our updated models featuring enhanced M1 or newer chips. iPad received upgrades in power, display, and Apple Pencil support. Apple Watch might have featured new health focus feature and improved sensor, and Apple expectation for updated accessories like AirPods and continued growth in services such as Apple Music, TV Plus, and iCloud subscription. How about you, Ms. Rebecca? What are your thoughts about this storyline?
In 2023, Apple introduced the new product and updated existing one, which means they just update and improve the new feature for the better performance for their user. For example, Apple introduced Mac Mini, which suggests that they're improved in processing power and for other performance enhancement. The new and the latest one is iPhone 15, which they introduced the new iPhone 15 that better than the other series. The iPhone 15 they suggest advancement in smartphone technology, which including their camera possibility, processing power, and display technology. They also update their MacBook Pro, which likely brought advancement in performance, graphic capabilities, and energy efficiency. For Apple Watch, they also update it to Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2, which the new generation of Apple Watch will release. It's likely featuring improvement in healthy and fitness tracking, battery life, and possibly new feature. Apple also update their iMac and MacBook Pro to make it bringing a new improvement in performance, display quality, and other features. Apple also make a new second generation of HomePod, which indicating potential improvement in audio quality, smart home integration, and other feature. That's make Apple the best organization that success from their 1976 until now. It make them the most successful organization because they keep improve their feature and performance for user to make them have a good experience while using their goods and service. That's why we choose Apple because they have a good background story that make them become this success, which where they stand right now. Everyone know Apple, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it's already established for about 46 years old. 46 years.
Yes, that's true.
I love iPhone, but I'm using Android.
Okay, hi. In the market expansion of the Apple company, the Apple tends to release the new iPhone models annually, usually in September. This release often include improvement in hardware, software, and new features of the iPhone, such as the introduction of the new models of the iPhone, the expansion of the available storage option, the introduction of the new colors of the iPhone, or the rollout of device to additional countries. At the market leader perspective of the Apple, the iPhone has consistently had a substantial market share in various regions globally. Apple's success is often attributed to its brand loyalty, ecosystem integration, design, and the perceived quality of its devices. However, it's important to take note that the smartphone market is dynamic and competition can shift. Companies like Samsung, Huawei, and other Android manufacturers also play a major role in the global smartphone market. Market dynamic can change due to factors like new product release, innovation, geopolitical consideration, and change in consumer preference. That's all from me.
Thank you for the discussion. I guess that all for our discussion.